How Gary Vaynerchuk went from $0 to $200 million. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. So why Gary V might be Warren Buffett's secret protege? If you're reading this, then chances are you already know who Gary V is, but if you don't, all you need to know is that he is a force of nature. He grew his father's wine business from $3 million a year to $60 million a year in 5 years, founded VaynerMedia, a social media focused digital agency with 900 employees and $131 million in revenue. He's recognized as one of the leading business thought leaders in the world, regularly speaking and advising some of the biggest companies and personalities on their marketing and branding. He built an estimated personal net worth of over $160 million and was an early investor in Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Snap and Uber. He's authored 5 New York Times best-selling books including Crush It, The Thank You Economy, Jab 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 Right Hook and Ask Gary V. On the surface, Gary V, the brash jets-loving social media icon, appears like the complete opposite of the reserved, methodical Warren Buffett. But look a little closer, and you'll see that like Warren, Gary is one of the shrewdest value investors in the world. Whereas Warren trades stocks and bonds, Gary trades the single most valuable asset in business, your attention. And unbeknownst to many, like Warren, Gary V has built his career on identifying underpriced assets, in this case attention, and going in hard when he finds them. I've built a career on exploiting underpriced attention, email marketing in '97, Google, and like Buffett, Gary Vaynerchuk has an investment record to match the Oracle of Omaha himself, consistently growing his brand by over 40% per year for the last 15 years. In this breakdown, I'm going to show you exactly value investing strategies Gary uses to grow his audience and his master plan for the next 30 years. But first, we need to understand why Gary believes attention is the single most important asset in business. Gary's #1 mental model: attention is the currency of business. If there is one principle that defines Gary's view of the business world, it is that to communicate, influence, or sell anything to a customer, you first need their attention. Without your attention, your business or ideas are guaranteed to fail no matter how good they are. Put another way, attention is the gateway to their wallet. As a result, Gary believes that attention is the single most important asset for any business or thought leader, the lifeblood of the online economy. So reason number 1. Attention is an asset. Like gold, stocks and bonds, in today's digital economy, attention is an asset, the only asset that Gary cares about. Today, the net worth of the media industry and many of the world's wealthiest tech companies, Google, Facebook and Instagram, is entirely based on their ability to capture and monetize attention. Once acquired, attention can be grown, monetized with products and services, or sold. Reason number 2. Capturing attention is a zero-sum game. No matter how much money, power or connections you have, time is the only asset we can never buy more of. Ensuring capturing attention will always be a zero-sum game. If someone spends 5 minutes thinking about your product or service, or consuming your content, then that attention is lost to your competitors forever, starving them of their business lifeblood. And like every asset, wealth, land and commodities, where a small few control, research has shown that attention is no different. Due to the rich get richer and the poor get poorer dynamics of every major search engine and social media platform, the internet's elite controls the vast majority of the internet's attention. In fact, the research found that attention inequality is more severe than wealth inequality, concentrating huge amounts of power in the hands of a few corporations and online personalities. And reason number 3, with vast attention comes great power. From Kim Jong-un to Hitler and Saddam Hussein, every dictator derives the power from their ability to influence the views and beliefs of their people. After a lifetime of research, Alvin Toffler, the world's most famous futurologist and one of the most influential business leaders, explains in his critically acclaimed book Power Shift, Knowledge, Wealth and the Violence at the Edge of the 21st Century, that whilst for most of the history, the power of force and wealth reigned supreme, today information is the predominant level of power. While once it was the role of governments and the mass media to wield this power of the attention of millions, today with the rise of the internet, a few companies and thought leaders wield power once reserved for kings and queens. With every tweet, video or story shared online, they can influence the opinions and beliefs of the millions of people whose attention they own, shaping the worldview, filtering their interpretation of reality and persuading them to buy their products. Investing in attention is Gary Vaynerchuk's master strategy. Attention, like all other assets, is highly susceptible to the limitations of human psychology. Due to a whole host of cognitive biases, market participants regularly under- and overprice assets in relation to their true intrinsic value, giving value investors like Warren Buffett and Gary V the opportunity to acquire extremely valuable assets at way below their true market value. And as Gary has come from a small business background where maximizing the ROI of every dollar can be the difference between success and failure, he's always on the lookout for attention opportunities that allow him to get the most bang for his buck. The fundamental principle of which is to invest the majority of his limited time, money and resources in underpriced attention opportunities that will give him a disproportionate attention ROI compared to more competitive alternatives. And that's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another amazing video from us. Until next time.